Now are we live? Okay, so we're gonna wing it tonight. This is the first time we've done anything like this. First time I've done anything like this, especially hosting my own space. I've never done this, so everybody bear with me. I had to pour a little bit of a stiff drink in order to make this work. So it's no sound. No sound. Oh, the sound should be on. Under. This is where my technical guy comes in. Where you at, man? Okay, is this any better? Nailed it. Okay, this is good. Way better. Okay, sweet. There's always a blunder in the beginning, especially trying to do something for the first time. All right. I feel really lonely here by myself on this thing. I was saying this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and we're going to wing it tonight, but we're going to bring a giveaway that should be like a game changer for everybody on here that's joining us to make it as fun and amazing as possible. So I've got a nice stack of all kinds of amazing things. Another thing that I put in the group, but I didn't like push out there too much just to make sure there wasn't anyone cheating the system too much, is anybody in the stream with us tonight is going to get an uncut sheet of Series 2. I only had these printed one time. I will never print them again. Every one is a 1 of 6 or 6 of 6. I only had 6 of each one made. I'll never print them again. The only reason we got these Series 2 uncut sheets was because of the issues we had with the printer. Everyone that had a pack understands like the little issues that came with that. So they sent me some uncut sheets, and I want to basically give away the majority of these back to the community that supported us and everything. So we're going to be taking a list. We've got Henry helping us out with this, and everyone that joins us tonight will get one of those uncut sheets. They will be randomized because obviously there's only 6 of each one, so we don't know which one you'll get. But we will do the base shipping and handling, whatever it costs for us to put them safely into a box and ship them out to you, and they are yours. So everyone will get one of those. And then again, the giveaways I've got planned are going to be pretty epic. I don't know if any of you were unavailable for the lost cards, but tonight we are going to give away at least one of the lost cards, and we might actually give away both of them depending on how this goes. So we've got that. I'm going to give away 2 whale packs. I'm going to give away a Destroy Your Illusions from the whale packs. And one of my favorites, I'm going to give away this printing plate. I don't know if you guys can see it. The lighting's kind of shitty in here. But this is the currency card from Series 1 printing plate, and we're going to give that away. And then I have a full set of Series 1 commons. And we'll do this duck race that Kyle's been doing in his breaks. It's been really fun and cool. So that'll be a great way to do it. We're going to have Henry collecting all the names on the side, and then we will throw those into the duck race and then throw it on the screen, and everyone can cheer for their duck and hope for a big win tonight. It's one of the things that I really want to be able to do with this project is give back as much as possible. So in every way I can create different ways of doing that, we'll be doing that. This community has been absolutely incredible. If you've ever heard me talk, I say it every time. We were not expecting this in any way. We thought that it would take at least a year for us to kick through Series 1. So to kick off as quick as we did and then get into Series 2, it's unbelievable. And we couldn't have done anything like this without the amazing community we have. One of the epiphanies I had the other night was really understanding that the difference between us and other trading card communities is the fact that like we're all on the same mission, and these cards are great for collectibles. They're a lot of fun in a lot of ways, but they work amazing and orange pilling people. I just had a UPS driver stop by the other night with some boxes, and I gave him a pack, and he's like, "Oh, trading cards, I collect these." And I asked him if he knew anything about Bitcoin, and he said, "No, I don't really know anything about Bitcoin." And I had him rip a pack, and he loved them. And he had to make sure he got the website and everything so that he could get his kids into it, because he's like, "These are amazing." Obviously, was all about freedom, and I kind of pushed that more than the Bitcoin. Honestly, kind of like the Bitcoin standard. It's like 15% Bitcoin, and the rest is why Bitcoin is so important. And these fucking work. It's amazing. I was hoping that they would work and they would have some good abilities, but they really fucking work. And that's a lot of what we're going to talk about tonight, is the launch of the Genesis pack and giving you guys the ability to not just be collectors, but to honestly be like orange pill warriors with all of us, and creating a way to like have a really fun way to push Bitcoin without jamming it down to people's throats. So we will talk about the Genesis packs today. They are arriving probably by the time we get off this stream at my house. The UPS driver that delivered last night said that it'd be around 7 o'clock before he'd get the ones for tonight. So unfortunately, I do not have the Genesis packs with me tonight to be able to show you guys, but I will be dropping a bunch of different stuff in the Telegram group for everyone to be able to check out, so you guys can see what they look like. And I've got a really big surprise about the Genesis packs that I created just for you guys. So we will get into all of that. I'll try to rush through this as much as possible and not rant, and then we'll start bringing people on. Tonight, it's the giveaways. It's bringing on some amazing guests. I'm not sure exactly who all is going to show up, but I already see we've got some awesome people in the private chat that are going to be jumping in with us. So I'm super excited. Yeah, get ready. We're going to wing it, but we're going to have an amazing time and have some fucking awesome duck races, and everyone's going to go home a winner tonight. And that's the way it should be. So Murph, if you want to start bringing people on, that would be great. And then I don't feel like so lonely and uncomfortable up here with my crazy buzz of shit. I don't drink very often, so I'm one of those lightweights, cheap drunk. I'm not drunk. All it takes is a small sip for me. So if we can get someone on, that would be great. Bob, Lola, perfect.
Hey, hi, Aladdin.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Hello. Doing good. And we have Mother Satoshi. This is wonderful.
Hello.
So one of the things that I would love to talk about with the two of you tonight is what we've got lined up for Pacific Bitcoin, for the pack stackers and everybody. I think this is what we dreamed of for Miami Bitcoin is going to be able to come true next week in Santa Monica. So I'm incredibly excited.
Well, I think this is all about Mother Satoshi, so I'm going to shut up.
Oh, stop.
You're on the spot. It's a lot different than spaces where they can't see you. It's so much
too
more
different.
Why don't you tell everybody
Well, I
about your
know.
costume?
Go ahead. What's that, Aladdin?
Why don't you tell everyone about your costume and what you think of it, and if we were able to pull it off in the dreams of what you hope for?
Well, first of all, we will be there on the 5th and the 6th, and Mama Satoshi's going to be there for the pack stackers. And to those of you who are interested to see Mother Satoshi in her full garb. And yes, I love the costume, but I think I'm going to keep a little suspense on that. I don't want to give all the information. They have to see it for themselves, right?
Yes,
absolutely. It's fantastic. I can say, yes. I guess I'm the only person to date, but it is fantastic, and Lola smashes in it.
Love it.
Well, I'm still working. we gotta deliver. We gotta make sure that we are delivering the right package.
Yes. Well, like the Comic Cons that I've been to, it's so important for them. If you're going to represent at a Comic Con and you show up with a costume that's subpar, then you're just bypassed immediately. But if you show up with a costume at Comic Con and you really put the time and love in, then people start asking
Exactly.
questions. They want to know who that character is. If it's a subpar costume, then they could care less. And they're like, oh, that's just some anime thing that didn't work out very well. But if we're able to really accomplish the aesthetics and produce something of a quality that can get people that are like into the comic books, into Comic-Con, and have them ask the question, who is this character? I think that's the main thing we're trying to pull off, so that like the trading cards, we inspire them to start to ask questions and get them interested. And that's the most exciting part about, I think, what we have in store for us moving forward. I mean, doing a Bitcoin conference is great, but one of these days, I hope that you and Bob will join me at like a Comic-Con festival, and we can do that, because that's
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'd love to
You know,
broadcast.
I have to add, Aladdin, is about the costume too. I love the details on the costume because it's not like any other costume where every part of it has a significant meaning.
yes.
So you should, I mean, you should be very proud of that because especially with that white paper on there. And I don't think people really understand or know that it's there.
Yes.
Well, I think you could actually
Yes.
explain. You guys should probably explain some of that to people because, well, I mean, break out the costume tonight. I mean, the costume artist designer, Derek, uh,
Derek,
uh,
yes.
did fantastic job reproducing, just what you see on the card, and um, for those of you who don't know Lola's a phenomenal bodybuilder, and she has trained for Pacific Bitcoin like she would train for a competition, and so
I'm trying.
she's you can't tell it based on what she's wearing and where she is right now, but she is ripped. She's looking fantastic. So
You're
you'll
a
see.
lucky man, Bob.
I am in many ways. So, but
Are
anyway,
you?
I think some of those little things people might like to know that, like in the card, I don't have a way to share my screen, but if you brought up the card, all the different little things, or maybe one of you could talk about that. I think people would like to know
Yeah, I
what those.
think a lot of it you can't even see in the card, because so when I created it, I created specifically for Lola, and obviously it's got to have a back to it. I mean, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one of those chapless parties that you go to, the backless chaps. So we had to create the back, and in the card you can't see
Yes.
it. And on the back of the drape, or what would we call the back of it, the back of the skirt, basically, we have the Bitcoin in the node. And on that node, you have the branches of the cherry tree, and there's 21 blossoms. And that's one of the coolest things. So we made sure all the way down to the number of blossoms. Same with the blossoms on your shoulder armor. There are 21 blossoms
Yes.
across that shoulder armor.
There we go.
Amazing.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you, Murph. Yeah, so we really tried to focus as much as possible on all the different elements. So one of the things that people will see is on the back, the corset, there's a chain. So representing the backbone of Bitcoin being the blockchain that Bitcoin is ran on, the 21 blossoms, the right side being the protective side. So that's the right brain versus left brain. As many elements as we could shovel into this, we definitely tried to do to represent this in an amazing a way as possible.
So on that card, that you may have explained it to people, Aladdin. So that's an actual photo of Lola, and there was a whole photo shoot that went behind that, and then that was laid over the top of her figure. And we brought the chain. That was a real chain she was holding, which By the way, it's not light. By the way, I mean the fact that she can do that effortlessly for 100 and how are you, honey? 115-pound, 5'2" Filipina to hold a 30-pound chain that way is not easy. And we were fortunate in the studio where we were doing the photo shoot. They had a pool table, so we found one of the orange ball. I'm not sure what number that.
The orange ball.
Yeah. So is that the 1 ball? I'm not sure.
I think that's number 1.
I think it's the 1 ball. So we grabbed that so that she could hold that in her hand. So that was, I guess, something we've never talked about before. But how that came together.
Perfect. It definitely represents. To me, like the matrix that we're in, and when you're on the right mission, everything seems to fall in place. When you have the best intentions, and it really seems like there's so many things like that have been happening where things just are falling in place beautifully and the way they're meant to be.
Yeah. And the mask, which Lola did wear, there's some video footage from the photo shoot, but the mask is fantastic. And that was available at
I can't wait.
Bitcoin 2021. So this first time it'll all be coming together.
And the mask is revamped. So I'm bringing the original mask, but there's been so many different things trying to multitask in every direction. But the same artist that made the original mask, I reached out to him and said, okay, I love everything you did, but I want it to be more feminine. I want it to be slimmer. I want it to match Lola more and match the face. Yeah, and match the card that we did more, because it's beautiful, but it's a little wider than it needs to be. There's a couple things that needed to be dialed in. And again, like the costume, we want it to be as amazing as possible. So this is being shipped out from Virginia tomorrow morning, and it's being shipped to Los Angeles, and we'll be picking it up like the day before the conference. So it's one of those kind of like the cards showing up in Miami the day before the conference. I'll have the backup just in case, but I really hope this one shows up with pictures. And I mean, if the first one was beautiful, this one is gorgeous. So really looking forward.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I can't wait. And Carla and I can't wait to go walk around again, just like last year.
Yes.
So it's fun and funny.
Yes. There's a couple funny things like that I can throw. So while you guys are here, I'm going to throw myself under the bus on one thing, because you said funny, and it's just the perfect opening for it. So with as many things as I have on my plate and as many different print jobs and all these different things I'm doing, especially I'm working with like 20 different artists at a time, and keeping track of all of this is very difficult. So one of the things everyone's been asking me for quite a while is, can you make original binders? Like, we want a Bitcoin trading card binder. So this was something I've literally been putting a lot of work in, because I didn't want to come out with a basic binder, something that you could just find on Amazon. So we finally got our binders, and they are amazing. I don't know, hopefully it's not too blurry, but I did like whole foil, like the trading cards. This is like the same material that you would do the trading cards on.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's gorgeous. I'm having goosebumps right now.
And then on the
That's
back,
gorgeous.
It's got the card map, so you know exactly what cards that are in the series, and you know what collection to put in there. So this is really cool. But now let's get to the funny part. And maybe not everyone will find this funny because it's an oops, but just to throw it out there to everyone. So it says, the funniest and simplest way to start your Bitcoin journey. It's not
the funniest.
Yeah, it was not supposed to be that. I literally checked this off multiple times. So when we do the setup with the artists, I'm still trying to get all my drives set up, and like we have version 1, version 2, version 3, but the artist that helps me create so many of these things, I'm trying to get him to come to Unconfiscatable. He just got his passport. He lives in Indonesia, and he has been my star from day one. His name is Sam. and Sam is incredible. Sam knows about 50% of English. So when we go back and forth, it's hard because the translation back and forth, I have to put everything in PDF, and he gets a lot of it, but there's issues here and there. And this was one where the final send that went over was like version 1, where I was like, no, Sam, it's not supposed to be funniest. It's supposed or funniest. It's supposed to be funnest. So yeah, but I mean, trading card errors are worth so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's part of the journey, right?
It is. And this will like show everyone years later, if we can do everything we're planning on doing. They're like, they were such plebs. Like, you can't say that this company was like a big company trying to do something huge. This is perfect proof that this is pleb power all the way. And I am as pleb as it
Well,
gets.
it looks gorgeous. I'm anxious to see it in person.
And then real quick.
End of the day, that is still proof of work.
Yes.
Right?
And then there's series 2.
Oh, dang.
Beautiful.
That's
so we did one, and then we did a 21. So the 21 is full foil inside and out. So you get like the breakdown of the series inside, and it's full foil, the coolest thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're number stamped with the foil stamp.
Oh, the binder itself is numbered.
The binder itself is numbered, yes.
Oh.
So just putting a little bit more pizzazz into just the basic binder. Because Bitcoin trading cards is so scarce, there's only going to be a handful of people that are able to collect a full set. So there's no reason for us to go out necessarily and create hundreds or thousands of these binders when there's only a handful of people that are ever going to be able to collect a full set. So I think that's one of the cool things that we're doing here. And I've had a lot of trading card collectors that I've talked to that know nothing about Bitcoin, but they're really into trading cards. And when they start hearing about the numbers of what we're printing, they start realizing how not scarce the trading cards they've been buying really are. And in talking to our RD, they were explaining to me that Panini and Pokemon and Magic the Gathering do prints anywhere from every 2 weeks to once a month. They're printing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of cards.
Yeah.
There's no scarcity in that. I don't care if they're distributing them out to everyone in the world. There's no scarcity in that. So I think the biggest thing these cards are going to teach people more than anything is about scarcity. And that is the game theory of it. It may not be a game right now, but there's a lot of game theory in it. And there's a lot of learning far beyond just what you're going to read on the back of the cards. So I think this is, it's going to be a game changer. And if we can push these other trading card companies to start paying attention and not acting like the Federal Reserve, it'll be a total win.
That's great. Where do we sit right now, Aladdin, in like what's not sold? What's actually available? Is there anything on any of the series or any of the sets that's available? What's out there?
So on Scarce City and eBay, I've seen a couple boxes go around. We will be bringing a few S2 boxes to Pacific Bitcoin for people that missed out on that. So we'll have some individual packs there. I don't think we're going to sell boxes because we don't have that many left. So selling them in packs is going to be better. It just spreads it out and gets more people the ability to actually collect the pack. So we'll have some of those. There are maybe 20 whale packs left. So we were planning on doing Collecticon. And Collecticon was going to be where we finally hit the mainstream, but it was a good decision on not to. My son actually got into the championships, and their team made it like third in the California Little League Championship around that time. So I was like, yeah, my son, that takes precedence. So we had to cancel that. So the little bit of stock that we had that we were going to take to that, we have left, and that's what we'll be bringing to Pacific Bitcoin to hopefully find some people. Obviously, we'll have some pack stackers that will be jumping on some packs, but hopefully we can get some new people involved as well. And
cool. Well, I know Lola will be there to autograph anybody's card if they want a Mother Satoshi autograph. Who else is going to be there? Do we have other people lined up that for anybody that wants an autograph?
I know that Natalie will be there. Tone's going to be there, which would be really cool. I'm not sure if Samson's going to be there. He's in the chat with us, so we can ask him that a little bit later. There should be a good handful of people that were in Series 2 that will be there that we can get to sign.
Awesome.
Yeah. I do think Max Kaiser might be there. Oh, he is there.
He's on the agenda. He and
Yeah.
Stacy are on the agenda. I know that. So.
Yeah, that would be a great one to get signed right there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nice to see Max again.
Yes.
Right. When did
We
you
have a
last
lot of
see him?
him.
I don't think. Yeah.
In Miami, he came by the booth and I got to shred bills with him. It was
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, an experience I only dreamed
Fun.
of happening. For it to come true was insane. So hopefully we can get Max wild and crazy there, because he brings a level of fun.
He always is, I think.
So,
All right, outstanding.
Yeah. All right.
yeah, and if we want to bring some more people on, I don't know if you guys can stay for a little while, or if you wanted to jump off.
We'll stay, but we'll
Yeah,
kind of lurk here if you need us. I'll be here for a while, and I think Lola, but yeah, let somebody else speak.
Jump in.
Wonderful. Yeah, Murph, throw some people up. We've got some big news to throw out tonight. Pablo. Hello, sir. And Crane.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you.
Good. Look at this crowd, man. Absolutely beautiful.
I got some relics in the back. You can't really see it with the lighting, but I got my Satoshi Santa painting in original box. It's empty, unfortunately. I got a little greedy.
Wonderful. Great to see everybody. Wasn't expecting this tonight, so this is a beautiful, beautiful showing. Lisa, great to see you. Pablo, Crane, and Mr. Tatum, man, you pulled it in. You heard the lost cards were being given away, and you were like, "Yeah, I'll be there." Sorry, Bob.
That's what here. I don't want to support or anything like that. I just was hoping for a lost card. I'm just kidding. I'm totally joking.
Love it. Well, one of the things I'd like to bring up, and then maybe we can get you guys to maybe just say a couple little things about this, because I think this is going to be the super game changer and where I'd love to get some opinions. And this is the original purpose of the trading cards that we finally were able to accomplish with what's coming at Pacific Bitcoin. And these are called Genesis packs. And the Genesis packs, just like the Genesis block, it's the first pack that most people are going to get. And we wanted to create this in a way that you could just purchase the pack at a cheap enough price, but not have so much of a chase in there, or like the chase is the game of it, I guess, the education, but not have foil cards in there. So that when you buy a pack, you're not afraid to give it away, because most people want to give it away. And even like the original packs that I did, the Ganja brand, there wasn't really a chase to it, but most people I would give a pack to were like, okay, I'm holding this forever. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to open it. And they're like, no, this will be worth something someday. So it kind of defeats the purpose of the education being inside the pack. So these Genesis packs, at the price point that we're putting them out at, the first ones we are launching at, I can say it now, are $5 a pack, which at a conference is less than a bottle of water. And in the trading card industry, $5 a pack is a pretty good price. And although there will not be foil cards in the pack, we're only printing 100,000 of these. And in the trading card industry, 100,000 packs is still a pretty low print. So although you don't have the foil collectible and the numbers of cards, I do believe each time we reprint another Genesis pack, we'll do some kind of little variation to them to give them at least the collectability of, there's only this many that were printed for the first 100,000, second 100,000, or however we do it. So my biggest thing on that is when you have kids, they're like, is this collectible? If you say no, they're like, all right, whatever. But you got to have at least the tiny bit, and you don't want to lie to the kids. So there's a little bit of collectability to it, or you can just tell them, sure, they're super collectible. Whatever you got to say to the kids to get them to open it, but not so collectible that they're afraid to open it. And that's what I'd like to maybe just get a little bit from each one of you on these, and what you think about your orange pilling journey. And if you think that this might be something, handing someone like a fun pack of trading cards to rip, if this could be beneficial in your orange pill gaming.
Yeah, 100%. Hi, everybody. How fun. I still haven't opened mine. Hi, Lola. I think about you all the time, Lola. I told Bob this. I can't wait to see you in LA.
Sorry, I was on mute,
you've
but you're so sweet. Thank you.
Hey, Mal, I see you out there. No, mine are still in the package. They're in my desk drawer in the package. So I think your $5 a pack idea is fantastic.
So you're a perfect testament to exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, they're in there. Well, first I thought I lost them, right? Like last year I got them at the conference and then it was like, where did those go? And then they turned up and then Ella's knew exactly where hers were. But yeah, what a cool idea. What a cool idea. And I think it's great. Somebody texted me today or LinkedIn messaged me and said, "You're such an inspiration for my mom. What should I have her start with in her journey?" And it's like fun that these are little snippets of like, you could give somebody a pack and then they could go look up that person or go look up that whatever and kind of, they're like breadcrumbs, right? Be kind of a guide. It's a great idea.
I actually gave a card to one of someone, and because I knew that he was a Bitcoiner and he didn't know, but I couldn't like open up with Bitcoin, and so I gave him some of the like just freedom ones that barely mentioned Bitcoin, and led him down a little trail. So I like that idea.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll say that I've been in the hobby. I call it the hobby. I know that's a running joke in our Telegram room, but been in the hobby for a long time. And I went to the National, which is the national convention for sports cards, collector, anything collectible. It's just an entire convention center of nothing but people collecting anything. And I packed a case of Series 2 that I had ripped and then repacked, right? I wasn't going to give away the hits, but I wanted to hand out packs that I had put all the cards back in. And I noticed that when I was giving those out, people were skeptical because obviously they're repacks. So, they would take a look out of a, courtesy, to just not be rude. But the whole time I was thinking, if we had the Genesis packs, these would be, no question, people would be excited to take these from my hands and to rip them. And so that I'm very excited about that. I've seen people look at these and, same experience. When they get the chance to open it and experience them for themselves, it's a game changer, 100%. So I'm really excited about the opportunity. And also, side note, Lisa, if Aladdin touched the packs that you have to open them. He's got hands of gold. Anything where he has sent me directly that he's touched it, it's been great. So
That's not true. That's not true.
So yeah, no, these Genesis packs are the way to go. So very excited.
Awesome. I'm not ripping mine. I just can't do it.
I love it. Keep them on.
You're getting a lot of live rips in the chat, so I don't know.
So this timer coming up, just so you guys know, it's the first giveaway. And instead of doing like a basic wheel that spins and then it picks the number, we have this really cool duck race coming up. So if you see your duck, you got to cheer for your duck. Hopefully we get all of you guys in there too, because Tatum's going to be really pissed off if he doesn't have a chance to win one of these. I'm sure Crane will too. So guys, make sure that their names are on this duck race.
What's it counting up to? It's 3:30. So is it counting up to 5
We're
minutes?
counting up to 15 minutes, and at 15
minutes. Okay.
The duck race is going to
15.
go off, and let's see, what do we want to give away in the first?
For next stream, we're going to learn how to do a backwards countdown. I'm messing, guys.
Well, yeah, Tatum, I tried to hire you, but you told me to F off. So.
What? Just kidding. I love you, Murdoch. You're doing great.
So, in the spirit of Lisa being here and Bob being here, we've got a good friend of yours, and I think that just to give everyone the audience, I know this is Friday night, thank God for you guys, so like stick around, and this might be a way to like entice them to stick around a little bit longer and hang out with us. And if all of you stick around, all of you are in the chance to win, and this is like a really big one. This is the first one, and I might throw the second one, but we have a lost card.
Oh, Mr. Foss.
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh.
This is number 1421, and these are very, very special cards. So I don't know if you guys saw the proof of burn. There's like a lot of stories behind this card, and I think like if we're able to grow this company to where we plan on growing it, the video with me and my daughter at the bonfire in the backyard burning the error cards that we had with those, it's going to be pretty
In that
legendary.
bulletproof vest.
Tatum was there with me. He was Tatum 2.0. I was Tatum 1.0. But yeah, there's going to be some in the freedom. Love it. Everyone's got their cards. So Pablo,
Yeah.
do you think that like being able to have some of these Genesis packs as a little bonus, like, hey, you buy some Bitcoin panties and you get a Genesis pack bonus, might be something fun that we can work out? Like, these are the type of things, it's all about the collaborations, right? And it's incentivizing people. So if the husband comes home to his wife and says, I bought you some Bitcoin panties like I did with my wife, and she was like, she loved them, and she's picky and she loved them. But what did she learn from that? Oh, Bitcoin looks really good on a pair of panties and bra. But she didn't learn anything. But if you could hand your wife a pack of Genesis packs with the Bitcoin panties, I think that
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea, and we should work it out. I mean, yeah, 100%.
Tatum might even wear them.
Absolutely. I mean, every pack that I have from you, it's open. I'm sorry, I opened them all. So,
Just like me. Just like me.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you're better than Lisa.
I couldn't wait. I opened them all. I have all the series one with the tone. The tone. This is
Tone
one.
base.
This is one in
What's that sound with
100.
your fingers?
Ooh.
I'm not selling, eh? I'm not selling. If you brought me here to sell, I'm sorry. Nothing is on sale. Everything is here. Play with me.
Everything has a price.
And
Come
like
on, all right?
in 20 minutes, your Telegram is going to be blowing up with all kinds of people.
Pacific
Ooh.
2022
Ooh.
Series 1.
I still got a few
Next on 'em.
surfboards and bands.
I know.
Very rare ones. And I have this one. Look at this one.
Someone needs to send this guy. That's a one of one. He got
We gotta GoFundMe Pablo some penny sleeves to put the
Yeah,
some
no,
protection on these
you know
cards.
what? This is not on sale. Not on sale. Sorry.
You still got to protect it, man. I don't like seeing them like
I
that.
sell
I
panties,
know, right?
not cards. This is not on sale.
I love it.
But yeah, going back to that, yes, to make a collaboration in between us and put a nice educational pack of cards in every panty or whatever you buy from us, that would be awesome. Awesome. I look forward to that. Yes, absolutely.
love it. Yeah, I think these are going to be a major game changer.
Yeah, maybe we should aim to Nashville or next year and have it ready for then.
Yes,
yes.
absolutely.
This has turned into a business meeting. I like it.
Good. Good.
So one of the things, and we only have a few minutes before this duck race goes, so I'm going to throw something out because then it'll probably cut me off for this, so that
What? I have one too.
just in case this goes wrong and Crane wants to kill me because I didn't get his advice on it before I did it. We were doing a lot of thinking, and we were like, okay, so the Genesis packs are great, all the different elements about it, but how do we entice Bitcoiners to spend even $5 a pack, like spending $5 a pack to buy their kid a pack, or maybe their nephew or their grandchild? Understandable. How do we get them to go beyond that and become like an orange pill warrior, to want to be somebody that's going to buy a box of 100 Genesis packs and go and distribute them to friends and family and beyond possibly? And the big one you don't want to resell them necessarily. And if you do resell them, you can get your money back, but then it's going to go break you. Where's the incentives beyond I could possibly orange bill somebody? So I did some digging, Crane, and Crane is my my ultimate trading card advisor. So please don't hate me for not reaching out on this one. I was trying to do something where either you're like, attaboy, or I'm like, oh shit, I'm done for. So this is one of those risks that I took. So we're all going to know in your facial expression. Thank you for coming on. There's a thing in the industry called the box topper. And I thought, you know, I can't put a random like special card inside the Genesis packs, because then again, it defeats the whole purpose of handing the packs out, because then everyone's like, but this could be the one pack that has that card in it. But if I make a special pack that goes on top, inside the box, on top of all the packs, and then when you buy, if you're willing to buy a whole box, then you're devoted. And you're a Bitcoin warrior, you're a Bitcoin orange pillar at that point, and you deserve a reward for that. For no extra cost whatsoever, I went above and beyond. I took some of the cards from Series 1 that never got foiled, that will now never be foiled again, because now they are foiled. And I created a really special frame and some really special stuff to these cards. And you are guaranteed a box topper pack on the top of every one of your Genesis boxes with a guaranteed 1 in 99 card.
Wow.
There are 10 one-of-one cards. So there's a one-of-one of each of the 10 different designs, meaning you are guaranteed a 1 in 100 chance for every Genesis box you buy to get a one-of-one.
All right.
And you're totally guaranteed for a 99.
How many are in a Genesis box, did you say?
100 packs.
100 packs.
And one box topper on top.
Okay.
Is it 500 then for a box?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for doing the math for me, Bob. I'm very slow.
I didn't know if maybe you got a little discount or something for a box, but
Okay, 500 for a box. Okay, sign me up. I want a box.
Just for that box topper, huh? The Genesis packs.
Sign me up.
I love it. I mean, I think this is going to be, we're going to try to go on the streets of Santa Monica and test it out. We've got some cool people coming to go on the streets and just see what we can do with these. So.
Okay, can I just be honest? I mean, with you, like, I think this year, these things are going to, like, you're going to sell out the first day. It's going to be over, because I feel like last year, I didn't fully appreciate the magnitude of what this was about to become, right? Like, this is we're kind of like, we're crazy people, Bitcoiners, right? And we're all like, oh, George did this art and so did this thing. And like, we want to preserve it all and capture it all and have it all. Like we're hodlers of like epic proportion. So I think you're going to sell out. You're going to get them there this year. And you're not going to be like, oh, I'm making these trading cards, and people are going to be like, give them to me. Let me have them. Where are they?
A little bit of that happened with Series 2. Wildly enough. And we don't advertise. I like, when I go on spaces, I don't want to shill this project. I want to create something that sells itself, that has enough value in it that I don't have to pay for a bunch of marketing, that people are like, this is really cool. I see the value in this and I want it, without having to have a salesman sell you a timeshare or something like that. So that's my biggest one. And the crazy thing is, and this is one thing I wanted to say today, because we've got a lot of people in the community, because we just got so many great people that I've met since we started this. And without any of the marketing or advertising, I don't know if you guys know, but we did 35% of our sales internationally, from China to Japan to Australia, Canada. Oh, Murphy knows Canadians love these trading cards. I mean, we got a bunch in the audience right now. It's all over Europe. It's been amazing, literally all over the entire world. We got a lot of people from Australia. I think that there should literally be pack stacker meetups in Australia, because there's so many people over there that are collecting them. But yeah, with no marketing, really, we've already went worldwide, and we've just begun. So as these Genesis packs start to spread, it's going to be amazing. And me and Lola have talked about that one a little bit, reaching into Asia and being able to do some things over there. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. In fact,
Yeah.
that Genesis pack is gonna help spread out the information, educating. And Bob and I are planning to go back sometime soon, so sign me up for a box or two.
Love
for
it.
sure.
Yep, we'll spread them over the Philippines, and
Yeah, we gotta do our part.
Yeah, hopefully a Tagalog
Yeah, and then
version.
my nieces are gonna at least get their packs now too, because they wanted my mother Satoshi. Like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah, you should show them the sheet, honey, the uncut sheet.
No,
that
it's still in.
You can't even show it. Come on.
No, you know why? Because you know, when Alana and I were chatting, I was telling her I'm the ultimate hodler because the series 2 boxers that I have, Aladdin is still in the delivery box. I told her I can't open because I might it's like eating a bag of chips. You can't just have one, you know. So stay away from me. So it's still here.
Wait, I don't understand. What is that?
Aladdin, explain it. This
It's
is my
an uncut sheet of the Mother Satoshi cards.
What?
Yes. So I will
yes.
give
It's
you
like a poster, it starts like a poster and then they slice it and dice it. So it's all of them together, like
It's
9 or
uncut.
12 together.
That is
like this.
wow.
The only one in the world.
And these are going to be at Pacific Bitcoin. We have 2 going on Scarce City and 1 going on a raffle that we will talk about with Chris a little bit later. But
So cool.
signed and blocked. And then, so on the back, because they're numbered, we have to make sure that no one can cut these and ever do anything with them. So there is a Bitcoin hardcore Sharpie pin on the back of every one of these. So if anyone gets funky and they want to cut these cards and resell them, good luck, because they got marked Sharpie all over it and it's not going to sell well. So I think that'll preserve them from wanting to do that, hopefully.
Hey, Aladdin, just a friendly nudge about the duck race. I think we
Oh,
are
it's not
due.
there.
Oh, yeah.
What happened, Murph? I thought that was supposed to take over and shut us up. Where is this crazy duck?
We're very anxious here.
Where is it?
Oh, there
There
it is.
it is.
So how do we know what duck to root for?
I just want you
So
to know
are they-
this is the biggest moment of my
Once
entire
they
life.
populate, yeah, they should have names on them once they
How do you
populate.
do this?
Oh,
yeah.
oh, got it.
That's a
Oh,
lot
cool.
of ducks.
Jeez.
Oh, I see my name.
Wow.
Hey, yes. Now with me on screen, you will be able to hear them as well. There are 54 names in this.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on. I
And,
gotta go.
well,
don't
Go.
So how do you
Andrew
do that?
BTC21
Where am
winning.
I?
Yo, that's someone test him.
Dude, where am I?
Oh shit!
Bob Anderson. I know
wait.
that guy. Yeah, Bob is rolling.
Oh, I see BTC Ben. He's
Okay, so y'all see
in there
Campbell?
as
That's my
well.
brother.
I don't
I
see
see
Lola
Samson.
here.
Samson's in there.
Come on.
Oh, Samson's falling back.
Mantis Crypto's falling back.
B the
Boy,
kid
that-
is falling back.
Boy, Andrew there is really booking.
Yeah.
Man. He must be getting
Andrew's
tired.
decent.
Oh,
Andrew.
oh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
what I
the
thought.
back are right coming up. Oh, some BS is happening.
Oh,
Oh no,
Oh.
no, come on.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
even see mine.
Oh, Carla!
Carla! Carla!
Carla
Hey,
is our,
are all of them
Yay.
number 21? We're all
and,
number
and she's number 21.
Oh, that.
Wow.
21.
All right.
Unfair advantage to be number
Kill
21.
that.
Yeah,
Are we doing it again or?
Well, let's see. How long have we been on here? Are you guys okay to do another? We've been on for an hour and I've got a lot of things to give away. So should we do one
Hey,
more? real quick?
Yeah.
You've been on here for an hour?
Do
Yeah,
it.
we've been on for an hour.
Oh.
But I was chit-chatting and
Hey, Aladdin. Apologies for delaying a giveaway. I'm sure that's the worst thing I could possibly do. But I just got the look from my wife. It's East Coast time here. So I do need to go. But before I go, I wanted to give you the update to everybody about PSA and grading services. So there's a million things I would want to say right now and take way more time to talk about Aladdin and the fact that the cards in Series 1 were so incredible. Series 2, to have the foils that he was able to get and the company that he was able to work with to have the quality of product come out for a Series 2 of a project that is at the size it's at currently. Everyone in this audience should be blown away with what has been accomplished. So just wanted to call that out. But let me get to the meat and potatoes here. PSA grading. So I know that people have tried to send cards in before, got them sent back. Cracking that egg is not an easy thing to do. And even my buddies that have tried to do this in the hobby told me, good luck getting a project that's early on in there. Long story short, through LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it, I found and made contact with the CEO at Collectors, which runs PSA. Ended up getting in touch with him and meeting him in person at the National. And he said, we'll get you in. And so since that point,
You're absolutely kidding me.
He put me in touch with their lead of research, who then put me in touch with their lead. I forget there's a very specific name for the next position that he passed me to, but that person does all of the categorizing, all of the set lists, putting that into their registry. So we are along the path. I don't want to promise that we're not going to hit a snag and then they say, hey, look, we tried, but we can't. I don't want to set us up for a disappointment, but what I will say is I can't believe we are where we are. And I sent them out of my PC, I sent them every card that I could that was not going to hurt me too bad not to never get it back, right? So they have about 50 of the cards that they have inside. They're scanning them, they're measuring them, they're getting all of that detail down so that all of you can start sending in your cards once they have that ready. So it's I'll keep everybody updated, but we've been holding Aladdin and I've been holding on to that little nugget. We didn't want to put it out there too early, but this is early, but it's too good not to share at least where we are. So keep your fingers crossed that we get through the finish line.
Yes, this is game changer. And Crane, I can't thank you enough because this is literally going to put, we're able to, and we will win. We're close, but like you said, there's snags, there's things, but we're not going to give up. We're going to push and push and push. We're Bitcoiners. If we have to bribe, whatever it takes for these guys to get our butts in there, we're going to do it. Because this is going to be a game changer. If we can get that, when we get that PSA grading, it's going to put Bitcoin on the map in the hobby more than anything else that we could really do. And I can't thank you enough. And I'm sure the community feels the same. So much appreciation.
Absolutely. Grateful to do it. I'll leave the bribing to you. I'll stay out of that. But yeah, happy to do it.
We'll bring Mother Satoshi and threaten them if that.
As we get closer, the last thing I'll say, as we get closer to grading, I'll put out a couple videos on best practices for grading, which cards to avoid sending. You can waste a lot of money sending cards into these services. So you got to do your own research, but I'll try to help the team here, and we'll get some content out that at least can give you some ideas. There's some trends that we see both in Series 1 and in Series 2 that you can easily look out for. Hey, there's a print line on this tip card. Most often look for that. If you see anything that's like that, you're going to not want to send it in. Don't waste your money. So we'll get more coming to you. We'll keep the news coming now that it's out there. So thanks everybody. I'll drop off on the video. Well, I'm going to listen in on the headphones while I put the kiddo to sleep.
Loved you and your family, brother. Thank you so much.
Hey, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Love this community. Everybody out here is amazing.
Epic. Yeah, this is something we've been working on for quite a while, and they don't go easily. So super excited about this. Tatum, you'll finally be able to get your cards graded, sell your Pokemon, and start collecting Satoshi.
All in.
I've spent way too much on PSA grading in my life, but I'm going to do it again now.
Okay. So for those of us that are uneducated, what is PSA grading?
You want to go through it, Tatum? Give you your spot.
I'm now
You're all sorted
losing
out.
the acronym for it, but it's like the service that you can send cards to that are like sports cards, Magic Gathering, Pokemon, basically any of these big name Pokemon or big name trading cards. You send them to them. If you get like a really cool card, you're like, oh my god, I need to get that graded. If you get it graded and it's on a scale of 1 to 10, they'll like really closely inspect it, and then they'll send it back. And if it gets a good grade, then the value goes up. And they send it in a nice little card press, and it's got a little official authentication, stuff like that. That's like the dumbed down version. So take that with a grain of salt.
So what you're telling me is the next time I get packs, if I shouldn't like throw them in the bottom of my purse and like
Yes.
shove it in my suitcase and then like
if you pull a 1 of 1, you need to like
Leave
get
it.
tweezers and like put that in a vacuum.
With tweezers, no gloves. Tweezers have metal. You don't want metal.
Oh,
on
you're
them.
right.
Come on, man. You're just trying to destroy her 1 of 1.
Everything that you're doing, go into like DEFCON 5. Like, hey, we gotta get this card safe until I can send it to PSA.
Stop breathing. Put a
Yes,
mask on.
no breaths whatsoever. You're gonna have to figure that one out, but it just can't happen.
No bodily
Yeah.
fluid.
Hey, Joe.
Tone's here.
Hey guys, how are you?
How you doing, Tone?
Good. Hey Tatum, I don't know if you and I have we ever met in person?
No, I don't believe so. You're one of the lucky few.
That's what I hear. Hey guys.
Listen to anything.
Hey
he
Bob.
says.
Hey Lisa.
Hi, Tone. Nice to see you, man.
Nice to meet you, Lola.
Nice to meet you, Tone.
Pablo, Brandon. I'm not sure we've ever met either.
How are you, Tom? Yes, we met in New York. Remember, I went with one of my kids to the webinar or the seminar that you did the whole day long in New York before the COVID.
Oh,
Remember?
Right. Wow, that was back in like 2017.
Yes, 2017. Yeah.
wow.
That's why I have your card. You gave it to me at that time. Remember?
Stop touching it! Stop touching it! We just went over this.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sending my cards to anywhere. Not PSTA, nowhere. I keep it here. I don't need any expert to tell me.
I'm not PSA grading this thing.
Yeah, I am. I'm missing one card. I'm missing the Cypherpunks card. So I will accept the Cypherpunks card as an entry to the Unconfiscatable conference in December. If anybody wants to use the card in exchange for an entry, you don't need to pre-reserve.
It's
You can just come with the card and you will get in.
entry for life.
Cool.
Not that only this one. Entry for life. All the unconfiscable. Every show.
How are you guys? I don't have any packs to open. I'm in Brazil. When I get back to America in 2 days, I'll be able to rip some packs on my channel.
Oh, cool.
I'll be waiting for you.
Awesome.
If they've arrived.
They'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
So when do we get to do the duck race, though? I'm ready for another duck race. I thought we were
we
doing
can just do it. Can we just do it, Murph? Do we have to wait? I think everyone in the audience too is like, let's win some things. Okay, so what are we doing
Let's
next?
do another duck race right now. I'm feeling a little jumpy.
Need a hit.
I think next we'll do 2 of these whale packs.
Okay.
Ooh.
That would be a good win for somebody. Can Murph pull that off? Come on, Canadian Magic.
Yeah, just making sure I update the list with current winners. Or
We're all winners.
yes, we are.
Some of us are just a little.
Just so that the same person doesn't win again. I think they're out. Okay.
Hey, can
Yeah,
you
who
put
gets to
that
be
21
21 this time?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what I want to double check to make sure is.
You can make Tatum number 21. Is that the?
I imagine it's based on graphic line. Okay. Full screen. That just gonna be a minute. Screen. Okay. And here we go.
God, that is so many.
There you go.
So many. There's 57 ducks in this race.
Whoa!
Oh, nice.
How do you get in the race?
I better.
It's too late. Don't worry about it. Where's Tatum?
You're in there somewhere.
Oh, Lisa's back.
Amazing. That is a first.
Oh, Rodan is taking.
There's so much going on. I'm so scared right now.
Come on, Lola.
Just
Where art thou?
Oh,
Oh my
Here.
goodness.
subterranean.
This is where we saw a big move last time.
Matthew's coming in.
Mel's
Mel's
coming
coming
in.
on strong. Mel's coming on strong.
Oh, Mel.
Mel.
I think it's Mel.
Mel out of nowhere.
I think it's Mel. Yep, Mel is our winner.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Mel
Was
came
that-
out of nowhere. That was crazy.
Good work, Mel.
Do I have a duck in there? Like how do people
I'll
get
double
in the race?
We have Pleb King in the back end tracking all of these names for us.
Yeah, if Tone wasn't in, we got to rerun it, right? Wasn't fair.
No, but where do the names come from? Like what's the whoever is watching the YouTube channel? But where does the list of names come from?
It comes from everybody that's chiming in on YouTube, Nostr, and the Telegram group. So
Oh, gotcha. And,
I believe you have to chat your name at least once to be in there.
Okay, so I think I just did that.
Okay.
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah, I see names being added now. Looks like there's a couple more.
Next race is going to be really big, huh? What's the capacity of the duck race?
I think so. The list is growing.
Now, is that a piece of software or
Right, how do you do that?
I love that.
Yeah, that is. We learned about this from Coil or Bucket Hat BTC.
Yeah,
And,
so Kyle Breaks BTC. He's started a channel where he's doing breaks, and if any of you don't know what breaks are, it's where you can basically bid on certain cards in the pack. So you can be like, I want to. You're going to open the box, and any one of the warrior cards that you pull are mine. And then people bid on that, and then the bids go up, and the winner basically wins every one of the warrior cards that come out. Or you can say if there's a 21 club card, people bid on that. And as he breaks the box, if there's a 21 club card, then they win that card. So Kyle's been doing that. It's been a lot of fun, and he does all kinds of giveaways and awesome things with it. And it's really big in the traditional trading card market. More people like to watch people break these boxes than do it themselves, because some of these boxes go for a lot of money, and they're like, I can gamble with like $40 in the hopes of winning, depending on what you're going for, because some of these people spend a hell of a lot more than that. But it's just a really fun way to watch people rip boxes open that you might not be able to rip open yourself, and possibly have a chance to go for it. So in like sports, if it's football, you're betting for your favorite team. And then if you win that, then any card that's pulled out of that box with your favorite team on it is your card. So it's a really cool way to rip box open with groups of people.
Fun.
Yeah. So it was Mel. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta jump. I actually was supposed to leave 20 minutes ago, but I'm a degenerate and wanted to see another duck race. So I'm probably going to get in trouble. But
do you have
really,
time for one more?
Yeah, I do.
Whoa, are you giving that one away? Are you giving that card away? That's like the one card I thought I would never get. That would be I will get my hands on a Cypherpunk card, but that's a 1 of 16, right?
Yeah, this is a 1 of 21. This is number 14 of 21. It's okay. It's safe.
Yep, it's worth a little less now, but
That's from series one. That's from series one, right?
Series 1. So this is the one you need, Tone. So let's do one last duck race while we
Oh,
got
wait,
everything.
is that going to someone that's about to win a duck race? Wow. You're not like saving it for Christmas or anything?
No, this is duck race.
More to come for Christmas.
Hey, look, if you're nice, I'll get one of these for Christmas.
Ooh.
No, I got one of those.
Dude, let me have this, man.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we
Tone,
go.
come on.
Here we
Tone.
go.
Tone's name is in
Here
here.
we go.
So,
Quack, quack.
Did you verify 3 times Tone's name is in there?
Yeah.
Did you make
Not
sure
three,
that-
not 3 times, but it is in here.
I see him toward the top
Three.
there.
It's a 2 and 3 multi-sig.
Okay.
Verified.
Here we go.
Oh, I see my name in there.
Go.
Where's
Tone.
I see
I
Tone?
think he's got
Oh,
like
I
a
see Lola out
over
there.
here.
Come on. Come on
Spartacus
now.
helmet on.
My
Yeah,
duck.
I'm with the
Come on.
Spartacus helmet.
Let's go.
My duck sucks every race.
Carla, back off.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Murdoch, this is
I was so close. Come on, I still have a chance.
Samson.
Oh, Samson's making a run.
Oh.
Nuh-uh. I swear.
Oh, wow.
Samson.
Samson.
Oh, I was in second place for a second.
This is where big changes come.
Oh.
Oh,
Not Samson.
who's coming up? Who's
Oh
coming
my
up? Oh,
goodness.
Ooh,
it's gonna be a tight one.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Dang. I
Sorry,
could do
Tone.
that. I'm
Send
just
you
gonna
a
like.
Telegram if you want it.
I'm gonna just like go do duck races.
I'm disappointed with my duck.
Me too.
What is
My
What a
duck
scale.
sounds like my pet tortoise right now.
man.
Well, I tried for you, Tone. I was rooting the opposite for Tatum, and I was putting all of my rooting power for you. But
I'm used to it, but that's when they see me succeed.
I think it's your bun, dude. It threw you off. Your duck didn't have it.
Yeah, I'll customize my duck next time. But look, really excited to see Aladdin at least, and whoever else is going to be in.
I guess I'll see you,
week.
Tatum.
I'm looking forward to that. Want to spend way too much money on cards, but y'all have a good one. Thanks for having me on, Aladdin. And
Thank you for joining, sir.
see you later, Tatum.
Bye, Tatum.
Next
Bye,
week.
y'all.
Tatum, Tatum.
Later.
I'm like, get out of here.
This has been fun. Thank you, everybody.
Murph, can Samson not get in there?
Samson was right on the edge. That was really cool.
Not yet, but there's room now.
He's going to come in and have to tell us about his really, really close duck race that he just lost. Come on, Samson.
There seems to be a pattern though. Who's ever winning at like the 9-second mark or so, then just like falls away, and somebody
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out of the middle of the pack.
Evil.
You know,
They got to make it fun.
yeah. But mine is like way the f back there every time. Like,
Whoever created it watched Secretariat way too many times.
yeah,
Literally.
I think I'm a marathoner in a sprint race, but
Bob,
Well,
your
one
duck.
of the things we've got Chris here, and I'd love to have him talk before, just in case he's got to jump real quick, about these new raffles. Seeing as we're on the duck race, Chris has helped us. Like he's come up with something amazing that's going to be great for us. Like, what's the best way to verify a raffle so that you know these ducks aren't screwing somebody, right? So, Chris, I would love you to talk about this incredible new thing that you've created with the raffles.
Wait, Chris, you built a duck
Yeah,
thing?
what's up, everybody? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you build a
We
duck
built
thing?
a verifiable duck thing using the Bitcoin blockchain.
That's awesome.
So it's the new hot things in duck races. Yeah. So it's actually I can take only very little credit for this. My co-founder Arian, the webmaster, the CTO, this is his brainchild. He says it's been keeping him up at night for the past like year and a half, and he finally got me excited enough to say, let's build this thing. Actually, Aladdin takes full credit because he was like, hey, I got this great raffle idea. Can you guys do it? And I'm like, oh, actually, we've been waiting for this opportunity for a while now. So like, actually, the best thing you can do is go to scarce.city right now and click on the first big button, and you'll see the Grails collection that we have launching for Pacific Bitcoin. And the first tile there is for, I think, what we're calling the Mega Grails raffle. And if you click on that, you'll see what this looks like. And that's going to tell you more than what I can explain here. But what's really cool about this is we are using Bitcoin's block hash to verifiably select the winner. So like there's a whole bunch of math here that you can do, or you can go to some web apps that do the math for you. But essentially it ends at a specific block height. And if you know about block heights, they all have a hash, right? So anytime a block is minted, it has a hash that you can look up in a block explorer. And then you can do some math with that hash and include in that math the number of raffle entries. And it spits out a random number, and there's an even probability of picking any of the random numbers, any of the numbers within the raffle tickets. So again, like it's just math. You can verify it yourself, and it's like totally authentic to Bitcoin. It's like the geekiest, coolest Bitcoin thing we could have possibly come up with. And even though I'm giving you all this like complicated math, if you're participating, you're just buying a raffle ticket and you have a number, and then you see if you win. But the point here is you don't have to trust us with coming up with the raffle winner. You can verify
but
yourself.
Also,
so super cool.
I was going to ask, how do you? But you also have to run some code, right? So that like everyone that's watching your stream and comments in the live chat, or let's say anyone that hits the like button, like how do you pull like the people in there?
So you just buy a raffle ticket. So literally you go to the page, you buy a raffle ticket, and you're in the raffle. And then you see it when the ending block height is hit, you'll see that the raffle winner is selected, and you can go ahead, you can do the math yourself to verify it yourself using the Bitcoin block hash.
So it's not like the duck race. The duck race is something.
It doesn't have quite the excitement as the duck race. Maybe that's V2. V2, we actually bring out the duck race. We're starting with a simple raffle, but the duck race is something to aspire to.
I just want to say my life is so boring. I don't do any of this. Like, I don't build like duck races or think about hash marking the verifiability of cards. Like, I need to hang out with you people more.
Well, as I've been listening to y'all for the past hour and a half, I've been doing my taxes, so it's not all. It's not all glory over here. Yeah, the extension's coming up. The extension deadline looming on me.
You're a better man than I am.
Yeah. So anyway, check it out. I mean, Aladdin, you should talk about what's in this raffle, because that's really what makes it
so
special.
This is the first one for you guys, and I figured, if we're, for all the work that you put into it and all the time and energy and giving me the chance and to pull this thing off, especially in time for Pacific Bitcoin, which I knew was a lot of work, I figured we had to put something in this raffle that was going to be like epic. It had to be worth it. So last year when we launched a Pacific Bitcoin, the only thing that didn't come in the packs were these 2 one-of-one Pacific Bitcoin cards. And they went missing at Pacific Bitcoin. And I showed up the next day and I couldn't find them anywhere. And I was freaking out. I literally had almost a panic attack that morning because, and at the time I didn't think the cards would be worth maybe $150, but it wasn't about that. It's because one of those one-of-ones is the number one of Series 1 one-of-one. And I really wanted that card as like my number one because I grew up watching DuckTales. So when it went missing, I was freaking out. Didn't show up forever. And then all of a sudden Brady did some digging when he became one of the advisors. And he's like, dude, it was in a box at the bottom of a box in one of these places, and Brecky had it. And Brecky didn't even know he had it. He was just digging through all kinds of things, and he's like, "What the hell are these?" And there's the 2 1-of-1 cards. So, in commemorating the finding of that, we're going to throw one of those 1-of-1s in the raffle. We're also going to do a 1-of-1 Greg Foss lost card in the raffle. And we're going to do, I believe it's the Robert Crumb Mirror 1 mashup uncut sheet foil print, which is pretty epic. And if anyone knows who Robert Crumb is and Mirror 1, both of these guys are beyond legendary. So having the 2 of them like mashed up in this uncut sheet is incredible. And it's incredible now, but just wait until like the traditional market, because Robert Crumb has been like one of the most, he's literally in the top 50 iconic artists in world history. And I got to know him growing up. He actually had a house in the tiny little, we can call it a village because it was a very small town that I grew up in, like 1,200 people. And Robert Crumb just happened to live there and had kids there. So we were able to get Robert Crumb into the pack. And there's been a lot of talk about the Easter egg of Series 2, because Series 1 had an Easter egg, and it was 2 cards that were missing in the card map. It went from like card 15 to 17, and card 16 was missing. And then it went from card 59 to 61, and card 60 was missing. And only a few people figured it out, and that was the Easter egg I put in. So Greg Foss was one of those, because he literally held me off until the day of the print, and I couldn't put him in there. And then the other one was Strike, and Strike held me off to the end, and then they ended up not wanting to join the pack, which is fine. So I had to create 2 special cards, and those are the ones we just gave away. And I went and printed those cards with an amazing printer that created these 21 lost cards, and that's where the whole lost card Easter egg thing came from. So there is a 1-of-1 lost card that will be in that raffle as well, which will be like super epic. And the point was the Easter egg of Series 2. For anyone that doesn't know, and you guys can, they're in the chat, you can share this or you can keep it to yourself. So I've been holding it for a while. We've been out for a while. The Easter egg of Series 2 is Robert Crumb. Like, I don't think most people understand the magnitude of Robert Crumb. He sits in museums next to Rembrandt and Picasso and Da Vinci. He's in the top 50 artists of all time. He broke more barriers and more records when it comes to freedom of speech and freedom of expression than any artist in the history of artists. Like, if you see his stuff, I mean, a lot of it is way over the top, and it may be too much for most people. But the point is, he wasn't hurting anybody, and he should have the right to express himself. And Robert is beyond legendary. So to get him to sign off and give me the friendship thumbs up to put him in the pack is beyond epic. And what people have in their hands if they own a Robert Crumb is pretty golden in many ways, because he's one of the most collectible artists in the entire world.
Okay, how do we get one?
They were only in the whale packs. There was only 100 of them. So if you were lucky enough to pull a Robert Crumb, you'll see him once in a while on like Scarcity or eBay or wherever they might be, but most of them are pulled. Like I said, I'm bringing 20 whale packs to Pacific Bitcoin. So if you want to try
Brandon scored one.
That? You have one?
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. And that's the foil card too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful.
This is so cool. I've got his art up. Wow.
Damn, Winston just said he got 2 Robert Crumbs. I know Winston. Hey, Winston.
You want to know.
Winston, I traded with him to get my own card. Winston gave me my own card for a trade.
So does he get into your unconfiscatable for free?
No, we traded for it.
You traded?
I think Winston already bought the ticket. No. I know him in person. We hang out whenever I'm in New York or Pennsylvania or Jersey.
Love it. That's a lot of what these cards have done for Lisa, Bob, Lola, Pablo. A lot of you that aren't in the community as much. When you meet other Bitcoiners on Twitter or other places, there's a missing connection. There's something missing to be able to start a conversation and take that conversation to the point of needing to put trust into the conversation, especially. So when you're trading one card or selling a card to another Bitcoiner, it's a lot of trust that's involved. There's a lot of talk that needs to go back and forth to trust the situation, and a lot of conversation that needs to happen in order to have that happen. And this community has created more friendships than I can imagine. It's amazing. I've had so many people reach out and go, it's the first time I've had like conversations with Bitcoiners outside of Twitter, which that's like Twitter comments is not the same thing as having a back and forth with another Bitcoiner. I know I just talked to a good friend yesterday who's in the Pack Stackers, and he said he got to meet another Pack Stacker that he met in Miami, and they both are into the trading cards, and they did a raffle together, and one of them won. They met up in person. They live like 45 minutes away from each other. Skater. So these are the type of really cool things that these cards are doing. And then I've had multiple people reach out and say, I've never used Lightning before. I've only stacked Bitcoin. I've never done anything with my Bitcoin, but I wanted to purchase a pack from another person in the community, and I didn't know how to use Lightning, and he would only accept Lightning. So like literally walked me through Lightning and how to do it. And then I made a Lightning transaction for the first time, and I bought a pack of trading cards. So these are the type of things that it's far beyond. Like, it's one thing that we can use these cards to educate the masses, but there's a whole other component to it of creating friendships and conversations and really creating so much inside Bitcoin beyond just a fun way to orange pill people.
It's so great. It really is. This is the greatest community. We are so lucky that we found it.
Yes, thank you. It's
Absolutely.
been amazing.
So when is that? When is that raffle?
It'll be ending, Chris. The block is closing somewhere around 6 p.m.
It's
Friday
live.
night.
And how do you buy it?
Yeah, it's live right now.
I'm
So people are buying raffle tickets.
How do you buy it? Do you have to have Lightning to buy it?
Any Bitcoin, Bitcoin from any wallet or exchange. Lightning, of course. I mean, the raffle tickets are what is it, like 21? It's like $5 worth of Bitcoin. So ideally over
where
Lightning,
is it? Like I'm on,
so you're not
I'm on
really
the
paying
Scare
fees.
City site, but I'm on your website. Where do I buy it?
We've just dropped the link in the Bitcoin Trading Cards Telegram, but if you go to Pacific Bitcoin Trading Cards Grails collection,
Yeah.
it's the top collection on the homepage, and then top left of that collection, BTC Trading Card Mega Grails Raffle is what we're calling it. We put a lot of thought into this title here. $21 is the raffle ticket, and so far 23 are sold. But yeah, as Ladin was saying, the raffle will end approximately 6 p.m. next Friday, Pacific time. Now, it does end at a specific block, and we are going to adjust that block within like 24 hours to get it as close to 6 p.m. PST as we can. But of course, we never know, how long these blocks are going to take to mine. So it's an approximate end time. But the point is, you have about a week to stare at this thing and think about how many raffle tickets you want to buy.
I wonder if we could time one, Chris, for the halving and do like a mega super mega raffle.
I mean, you can easily time it, right? You know what block is the halving, right? So it shouldn't be hard.
That's easy. Yeah, we're on block time here, man. That's the easiest timing we could possibly do. I love.
Are we going for another? Is it time?
Yeah, we got to come up with something for that.
Yeah, I've been hanging out for one more duck race.
Okay, so we'll do one last duck race, and because I have both of these things in here, maybe we'll do them both. So whoever wins this last duck race is going to get a Destroy Your Illusions Mirror 1, number 74 of 100, which is one of my favorite cards because Mirror 1 is one of my favorite artists. He's incredible. And the Currency printing plate from Series 1, and it's a 1-of-1 printing plate.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
This is the big grail right here. And we'll start this duck race and give everyone one final chance to
What are they winning? Sorry, I had to send a text message.
It's Mirror 1, Destroy Your Illusions, and a Series 1 printing plate of the currency card.
Cool.
All right, here come the duck races. Start your engines.
Damn, I went right to the back.
There are 62 names.
Instantly to the back.
Well, I can't even see my name.
You're right there.
Whoever is winning right
Here.
now is unlikely to win the whole thing. There's
I
always
see
like
Tone Bays, but he's in the middle.
That's a good
Pablo-
start.
I need to have
It
a-
seems to change at the 10-second mark.
I
Yeah.
see Samson Mao.
Oh, John. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is we're almost there. Here comes the
Brandon
big
Quidham, you look like our little president.
Oh,
boom.
shit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bender's
Somebody's
delayed. Oh,
gonna
no.
Lexer, or
Din Din.
Din done. Din done.
So Din Dun literally wins almost every one of Coil Breaks raffles. For everyone that doesn't know that, he is the luckiest damn duck in the entire world. What in the hell?
Wow, I'm disappointed.
Lucky
I must
duck.
say, I'm very disappointed.
Probably it senses we like roasted duck.
Yeah, it's payback.
Roasted duck.
Payback for eating ducks.
All right, guys, I've got to wrap up because due to Lola, I now get up at like 5:15 most days to lift weights.
Aw.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's like early to rise, early to bed. Yeah, thanks to Lola.
Yes.
Got her every day.
Well, maybe we should have a training session at Pacific Bitcoin, huh?
Definitely.
Put him in the raffle, Lola. Put
Yeah.
that in the raffle. We will buy some tickets. I will buy some tickets for
Oh,
that.
a training session with
Oh,
Lola.
a raffle for our training session.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Somebody
one.
wants to.
That's a good one. It's gonna
That's a
hurt.
good
Let me
one,
tell you though,
yeah.
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Lola, I'll tell you, like the days that I don't do it, last week I had to travel 2 days and I didn't work out. And I was like lamenting after that. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's like I'm addicted to it now. It's really kind
There
of a
you
cool
go.
feeling. I know.
Yeah.
Very
The feeling is different, right? When you're active.
It's just I've never lifted weights really. I mean, I have off and on, but like now I'm really like I work with a really good trainer and like I'm kind of learning how to do it for the first time. Yeah,
There you go.
it is life changing, Lola. I've told Bob this thanks to you.
Aw. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I love you all. Bye. Can't wait to see everybody.
Good night. Yes.
See you soon. Ciao. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, this was epic, everybody, and I don't want to hold any of you guys any longer. I really appreciate everyone jumping on. Chris, Tone, Brandon, Pablo, Lola, Bob. It's been one hell of a first year, and we have just gotten started, and it's total pleb power right now. So once we really start ramping up, it's going to be amazing what we can do with this. And the collaborations is my biggest enjoyment out of all this, working with Chris, like getting to work with Tone and Bob and all you guys, like the collaboration with Mother Satoshi, what I've got planned for Pablo. All of these things is what makes me the most happy, but honestly gives me the most drive. And I think we have some incredible things on the horizon for Bitcoin, period. And it's just, let's like tonight, let's just make it as fun as possible. Macro, there's all the time in the world for macro, but man, we need to take a breather and just enjoy ourselves sometimes. And that's what I'm hoping that this is able to do more than anything, is just create some fun and laughter and show people that Bitcoin can be one hell of a fun place.
Can be fun. Yes.
Great stuff.
All right.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
All right, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for having us.
See you soon.
Good night.
Get some rest.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you for all the people joining us.
Bye.
Much appreciated.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Glad I was able to join for a bit.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Great work, Marv.